bolts. You need to get holding this bracket right here. And once you get all those bolts off, so you got them right here, 10 millimeter, you just pull this whole unit out. Got to get it a certain way. There we go. Now you can just set that out of the way. So now you want to just take this hose out. You can see you can just pull this clamp and the hose comes off. This is my crankcase filter hose. And then you want to get this hose off as well, which is bolted right there. You can see that bolt, so take that bolt off and you want to get these two hoses out of the way. Just pop that hose off, put it out of the way. Now you got a bolt here, and here. I took these two off, but you want to get that third one off as well. You lose about like a pint, I'd say, or maybe a little more, something around that of coolant. Once I unplug that, it's going to start spraying. Here we go. I got a bucket down there if you can see it. So 3, 2, 1. It's not even that much. Oh, yeah it is. Oh my gosh. Alright, it's slowing down, so just gonna let that go, and then you want to get this side out. There we go. You're not going to be using this thing anymore, so you want to just get that out of the way. I think you can use this factory one again somehow, but I heard it's not a good idea because it creates a new high point, which air can get stuck in it, so definitely just get rid of this. Alright, now that you got that out of the way, check this out. Made in USA, guys. That actually made it worse, but it says made in USA on this thing. The emissions components are made in USA. How lovely. So we got to get this bolt here, and then you see this clamp, V-band clamp. You got to unscrew that bolt off of there so we can get this clamp off. So once you got that clamp loosened up, you can just press it like this, pull the one part out, and there you go. Now you can just pull that clamp out. Alright, now once you got that clamp off that was right here, there is a 15 millimeter bolt back there if you can see it. I'm going to try to zoom into it. I don't know how well it's going to work. You can see that bolt right there. It's way back in there. You see that bolt? There's one on there, that side, and then there's one on the other side. Two 15 millimeter bolts. And the easiest way to get to it is literally just going from back in there. It's kind of difficult, but you got to get them off. The 115 millimeter back there, so hard to get to. I have a light right here. Let's see if I can angle it better. You can see that bolt back there. That was so hard to get off, and then I was like, all right, now I got to do this again. On the other side, it just comes off real easily, and then it's right here. So that was the worst thing ever. If I was the wrong one, I'd probably have to kill myself. That was definitely the right bolts to get off. So also you want to get this one off right here. I forgot to mention that. Take this bolt off as well. That was holding the transmission dip, 2 of them. So get that second one off. And I'm telling you, those bolts back there are probably the hardest steps of the process, because you can see it's very back in there. It's all the way back to the firewall. This is exactly what I used right here. Just a 1-inch extension, regular socket, 15 millimeter on the end. Easy and simple. Alright, so once you're ready and you got those bolts off, you can just pull this right out. I sprayed some WD-40 where it connects, and as you can see, it's just held on by rubber. And then you should be able to just pull this thing right on out. This thing is pretty heavy. Holy crap. Not easy for one hand, but that is definitely something heavy there, and I'm pretty sure there's coolant still inside it. Look at all that soot. Disgusting. Alright, so just put this down somewhere. There we go. Want to buy it? Maybe I'll do a giveaway so you guys can put an EGR cooler on your trucks that don't have one, right? A joke, but this whole system is a joke. There's now going to be two 15 millimeter bolts on the side of this bracket here. It's going to be on the side, one here and one here. They're going to look like this when you get them out. And they're pretty hard, especially if you don't remove your factory intake. This may be where you need to remove yours. I've been trying to keep this in because there's a bolt here and the map sensors are in terrible places. I also noticed my filter came off. If you guys are going to say anything about that, no, I'm going to have to put that back. But I got this out. It's pretty heavy too. It says USA on it. So yeah, we got that out of the way. And as you can see, things are really coming together, and it's starting to look like a 5.9. 6.7 turbo diesel. So there's a bolt holding this whole fixture down. I know I'm doing this kind of the opposite ways of other videos, but it still gets it done. You see that bolt right in there, that one right there, you got to get that one, and then there's one on the opposite side, you got to get those two out. And then you should be able to almost take out this whole part. You're gonna have to take this clamp out too, but that's easy. Another clamp right here, just take that bolt out, and that should be easy. So you might need to take that bolt too, but you want to get this whole fixture out because this is all gonna go, this whole piping, and then even this part. Yeah, that bolt right there, right here. See it? That thing is not gonna move. I've been trying to get that out for the longest time. I've been just using this wrench because I cannot fit one of these in there. It's impossible. The pipe down there goes like that over it. So the only way is if I get a non-adjustable wrench, which I use this end to just turn it. I don't have that size at all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna have to run the Lowe's good thing and pull that connector out. Also watch out for these gaskets on the end. We got that bolt unstuck, and then there's also a bolt right here on this heat plate that you want to get out, and then you should be able to just lift this thing out of here. Now watch that one. There we go, there's a pipe there. Small but surely. And then it's connected to this. Oh, there we go. That's your EGR right there. Thing opens and closes the gas. Screw this thing, man. I think it did say USA somewhere on it. So also made in the USA. Put that over with the other junk. Heater still rolling. Had that heater rolling the whole time. Feels nice and warm. Feel that warmth, guys? I'm gonna get rid of everything first, and then I'm gonna put the block of plates on. But you want to make sure you cover any holes that are exposed like that. You don't want anything dropping in there, otherwise it could be catastrophic. So now the next thing you want to do is get this off right here. This is the last component of the emissions, part of the EGR. EGR cooler's over there. We got the EGR here, so we gotta unbolt that 4 bolts there, and then that's it for all the taking off, and then we're gonna have to install the parts, which is the easy part. So yeah, I have my connector already taken off. It's gonna be pretty easy from here. Well, I'd figured I'd get you some wrenching content, and here you go. That one was easy. Yep, this is a really easy part. And I noticed with the delete kits, with where you put the O-rings on, they're already installed onto the blocker plate, so that's already done for you, so it's gonna be easy. All right, let's get this thing off. So there we go, we got the connector off of this, so I'm gonna tape that off. Take this out of the way. Look at all that caked soot in the inside of there. It looks so awful. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, this thing is heavy and terrible. So that's the last of it. Here's what we got. We got all that stuff. Well, that part was hard to get off, but we got everything here EGR wise, and then we got the EGR cooler right there, weightlifting stuff, and then yeah, got that coolant pipe, tools and everything. So this took a long time, guys. You remember it was daylight when we did this. It's been long hours. But yeah, so we got to get some cover plates on here, and what I'm gonna do is install them, and I'm going to clean this part off once I get my throttle valve delete. So if you guys are planning on doing that too, I will have a video out for the throttle valve delete. But as of right now, we're gonna throw the plates on, and we'll be good for now with the EGR delete for the Cummins 6.7 turbo diesel. 4 identical screws like this. You're gonna need hex. I got a jar of them in here. I almost dumped them in the engine. Okay, so you get your blocker plate, the only blue one you have, and as you can see, the O-rings are already on it. So you can just fit that onto there, and then bolt her down, son. You want to take the one that's been tapped and take the side that you can actually screw out so you can tap it. So if you ever want to put gauges in your truck, this is where you're going to get an accurate reading. So put it back there, get that plate on, and then in the kit you're gonna have 2 of these. There we go. Now I tighten those down, right here with the factory nuts. There's the last plate. It's got words on it. CNS. Okay, so for some reason CNS was generous enough to send me 2 of these. You only need 1. So take out the bolt right here, because that's where it's going to go. And you'll probably be able to take this extension off, but take both of these off and then fill it in with that bolt. So no matter what I do, this hose end here does not fit onto there, and this end here does not fit in there at all. No matter what I do, this end does not fit in there, and this end does not fit in here. And as you can see, the end of this is way bigger than that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to call some shops and figure something out. I'm basically almost done. If I could just get that on there, I could be driving this truck around. But that's not gonna happen. Won't be able to do the test drive. I'm gonna call some local shops so they can't figure it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so I can see you next video. Until next time, take it easy. And I'll keep you guys updated on this because I want to get this truck back on the road.